What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nice 91 coming to you guys with another video. So Eagles right tackle Lane Johnson was asked in the press conference about Carson Wentz and how he feels about Carson Wentz going into the 2019 season. He spoke about the struggles that Carson Wentz had during the 2018 season, and about how he believes that the struggles that Carson Wentz had, in last season, he believes that it's going to make Carson Wentz a better player. I'm going to read quickly what he said here, and of course, I'm going to give you my thoughts afterwards. Here's what Lane Johnson had to say regarding Carson Wentz. He's taken everything from last year in stride. It humbled everybody. It humbled me. I think it's going to make him a better football player. So, yeah, he was saying, the whole experience last year, the way the season went for the Eagles last year, it was 2018 season was such an up and down season, man. Carson, the Eagles coming off the Super Bowl win. Carson Wentz, the whole question was that off season, when will Carson Wentz play? When will he play? Will he be back to being the Carson Wentz that we know he's capable of being? And, the Eagle fans, I think a lot, it's kind of split with Eagle fans right now when it comes to Carson Wentz last season. Some people say he had a good season. They say he put up good numbers, but you guys already know how I feel about that. He just wasn't the Carson Wentz that we are accustomed to him being. He was not. He played scared a lot of times when it came to moving in the pocket. It's like he was afraid to really move around, and he was trying to, he was afraid of re-injuring that leg, So, yeah, he put up, you look at his stats, people say, oh, yeah, he had a better QBR and all that stuff, but ultimately, the offense last year with Carson Wentz, just, you got to keep it real, man. The offense last year was mediocre at best with Carson Wentz. When Carson Wentz was out there, the offense was putting up barely 20 points per game. They were averaging about 20 points per game, and that's simply not good enough. It's not. And you can't expect your defense to hold when your offense is constantly punting the football with 3 and outs. So a lot of people want to blame the defense for a lot of our losses, but you got to take into account. You got to look at the offense as well. When the offense is not putting they wasn't putting teams away. Carson Wentz, I feel like, was rushed back. I've always told you guys that I feel like we brought him back way too soon. I don't think he was ready to be back on the field. And I think what we saw on the field with him last year, I think it definitely showed that he was not quite ready to return to the field. And I know some people might disagree with that. Some people may not like what I say there, but he was not the same Carson Wentz, and he was not ready to return to the field. But I do love that Lane Johnson. I love Lane Johnson being a great teammate, talking about his teammate, believing that it definitely humbled Wentz, and Wentz is going to bounce back in 2019. And obviously, that's what we all want as Eagle fans. We don't want to have these conversations in the offseason about how Carson Wentz's injury is recovering, how is he doing. We're tired of having those conversations. We've had it for the past 2 off seasons. We're tired of it. We want Carson Wentz to stay healthy for the rest of his career. Stay relatively healthy, of course. If he can stay fully healthy, be like an Eli Manning or Tom Brady, those guys who have those long consecutive starting streaks, whatever, Brett Favre, whatever, that'd be great. We're tired of talking about every offseason, oh, his knee is coming along, his back is coming along, he's looking great. The brace is off because Carson Wentz made the decision to take his leg brace, his leg brace off. We're tired of having those conversations, man. We want to be able to say Carson Wentz went out there and had a great season. He had an MVP-like season. He has clearly shown that he is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. That's what we want to be talking about, not coming back from an injury. But I love that Lane Johnson is always sticking up for Carson Wentz. He's always been a great teammate for Carson Wentz. I just simply love Lane Johnson. I love this guy, man. Lane Johnson, is the kind of guy that you want on your team. He's the kind of guy you want protect your quarterback because he always has Carson Wentz back no matter what. He obviously came out and defended Carson Wentz when McNabb was offering criticism of Carson Wentz. So I love Lane Johnson. I love that he's sticking up for his teammate, and I absolutely hope he's right. I hope that the 2018 season was a humbling experience for Carson Wentz because we heard the reports, after the season that Carson Wentz was an arrogant, he was selfish. We heard all that stuff. You know, we've heard all that stuff. I don't really have to go into details about that. We all know what was being said about Carson Wentz, you know, during the offseason. And, you know, Carson Wentz obviously did not want to come out that field, you know, after that Cowboys loss, you know, in Dallas. You know, they were saying that he went a couple, you know, he went a while without telling anybody that he had a serious injury on his back. Which you can't do that either, man. I want you 100, no, scratch that. I want Carson Wentz 1,000%. I want the very, very best of Carson Wentz. I want him on that field week in and week out, absolutely putting up big numbers, man. We want you at your very best. I want you at 1,000%. Because I want to believe, Carson. I do want to believe. I truly do want to believe that you will come back from this injury and you will go back to that MVP form. That's what I want. I want Carson Wentz back in MVP form. You know, that 2017 season was absolutely magical, you know, up until Carson Wentz's injury. It obviously went well for us in the end, but we won that Super Bowl without Carson Wentz. We had that playoff run, and then we won the Super Bowl without Carson Wentz. I want the next Super Bowl we win, I want Carson Wentz to be the quarterback of that game. I want him to earn every single penny of the contract that he's definitely about to make. Carson Wentz is going to get paid. We all know that. Probably going to be this offseason. I want him to earn every single penny of that contract. I want him to go out there and prove these haters. I want him to go out there and prove these doubters wrong. I really do. And I love that he's focused. You know, Carson Wentz has always been a guy that's always been focused on getting better. That, you know, that's been his mindset. He wants to win. And I love his winning mentality. I love his winning mentality. And I hope that he did learn something from the 2018 season. And he bounces back much stronger in 2019. That's me crossing my fingers. I know that's what all of us Eagle fans want. And hopefully 2019, man, Carson Wentz goes out there and absolutely lights it the hell up. Go out there, Wentz, and light it the hell up in 2019. Prove these haters, prove these doubters wrong. You know, so many people saying that you're not gonna ever return to what you were. I call bullshit on that. I know Carson Wentz is definitely capable of returning to what he was. I believe in you 100%, Carson Wentz. But like I said, you gotta go out there and prove it on the field. When Carson Wentz plays well, I'm gonna give him his praise. When he plays bad, I'm gonna critique him the way I critique everybody else. But I still do believe in you, Carson. I know the majority of the fan base obviously still believe in you. Go get it done in 2019, Wentz. Shut these people the hell up that want to sit here and just run their mouth left and right about you. Shut them the hell up in 2019. I can't wait. And like I said, I love Lane Johnson for always sticking up for his teammate, his quarterback, and always having his back, man. That's the type of guy you want protecting you. Lane Johnson's one hell of a dude. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky 991 is out of here. Fly, go fly. Peace.